272 public episode.
Public episode.
We're in public.
Welcome back, everybody. We're going to clean up our act. No more nasty talk. No more disgusting things.
Not a gross episode.
No more talking about cum or shit.
Or poop.
I don't think we talked about shit too much last episode, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm...
Is it just me because I'm just not there?
Yeah.
So we just don't talk about poop?
Yeah, that's right.
You don't have a reason to bring it up, but now that I'm here...
I hate poop. I hate discussing poop.
That's such a lie. You love poop. We might hate discussing poop, but we love poop on this podcast.
I miss poop.
I miss when... Yeah, I just miss the old kind of poop.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Poop fell off.
Yeah. I hate when I have like a really nostalgic turd and it gives me a nostalgic prostate-gasm. a prostate nostalgia-gasm.
It gives me a little shock in my system. Just a little pain.
I hate when it has like spikes coming out.
Mm-hmm. Well, I like that.
That's the worst.
Well,
that's why I'm eating peanuts exclusively.
Remember when you were a kid and your shits would come out as like solid logs, and then you grow up and you're an adult and it's just like always liquid?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I miss that so much.
That's always happened for me. My meconium was straight up liquid.
My meconium from last week was like because I'm still in my meconium phase. I have not evolved past it. It's
not a phase, Mom.
Well, I live like this.
I hate the new low tar meconium that the government mandates.
Yeah, well, it's because of the water. It's the water systems.
Oh, it gets into the water?
Yeah, well, all the fluoride in the water is now making our infants just not have meconium, and it's just like, it's just a regular poop. It's not tar anymore. And then we can't build anything if we don't have these infants pooping out this black sludge.
Yeah, I don't think babies need fluoride, because they're just going to lose their teeth anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you might as well fuck up your baby teeth as much as possible.
I did send a vial of the meconium into the 23andMe to confirm that my daughter was mine. I just had to make sure.
A vial of yours and a vial of hers.
Yeah.
They're just looking at the color. Like, yep, these people are related.
I don't know. Like, I think she's mine, but can you guys tell me? I don't want to do a DNA test.
Do you guys remember the white dog pee from the 90s?
Oh, of course.
When you used to see white dog pee? Because there used to be this thing on the underside of the dog, and you would pull on it, and it would make white dog pee. And I think they got rid of it. At least for me, my parents got rid of it. They brought the dog back to the shelter because I was doing that so much. And I just think we should bring it back.
It's funny you mentioned that because, Taco Bell's doing this like retro sort of thing going on. And in the commercials for the 90s, they had white dog pee.
Oh, that's cool. They had the Chihuahua and they showed his red rocket.
Yeah, and they showed the white dog pee.
That's so cool.
White Chihuahua pee.
Oh, man.
Do you know my uncle killed that dog? By the way.
That's
really?
Cool.
Yeah.
How did he do that?
Did he step on it or like put it in a sock?
He ran it over with his car.
Oh,
it was an
that's
accident.
Good. Oh, that would suck to run over a Chihuahua. Because you have to, your timing has to be so perfect.
Mm-hmm. It's like a squirrel. You gotta chase it down.
Because it could just go right under the car.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it was under the car, it would be fine. It's so small, but like you have to get really unlucky to hit it with one of the tires.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a really shitty dog. Like if it's a dog that killed somebody. Like maybe you have a Chihuahua that mauled like a really prematurely born baby. That was like 6 inches long. Like it got into the nursery and mauled the baby. Yeah. It's
it mauled a cup of sperm.
Yeah, my Chihuahua actually, I had a cup of sperm that I was about to use to inseminate
you see
my partner.
Boston dad trying to get like a third kid. There's a Chihuahua
Ocean in a cup
in his mouth.
Ocean in a cup. He's got the cup and he just puts it down for a second. Like a Chihuahua comes and eats it all. Like I think it's because he's part pitbull, so he has the baby killing instinct.
What were you about to say, Chet?
My uncle, he ran over my cat when I was a kid, and me and my sister didn't find out until like 20 years later. And
oh shit!
And he like joked about it too. We're like, wait, what? And this is like around the same time we found out that my grandpa would when my dog bit my
dad ran over my grandpa.
Well, that too. Well, our dog bit somebody else's dog, and we had to like put him down. So they're like, "Yeah, we're taking him to the vet. We're gonna put him down." And then my grandpa just like casually mentioned that he shot him, and that's how we put him down. It's like, oh, Jesus!
Damn, your grandpa was a vet?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
He was a horse doctor.
The horse doctor. Yeah, the vet who has a gun. That's what they do
Guy
in
with a
Canada
gun.
Yeah.
with assisted
Yeah.
suicide.
Oh no, we gotta get rid of it.
Yeah. If you say like I have
A stomachache?
dyslexia, I have a stomach ache, I have
They just kill
dyscalculia.
you. They
they go-
the government comes.
they just pull out a
comes
shotgun.
to your house and just executes you.
You go into the doctor, like the psychiatrist's office in Canada, and there's just like blood spattered all over the wall on the opposite side of the doctor. Like, what's that?
Right
was
behind
a
it.
mural.
Don't worry about it. Just tell me about your problems.
Yeah, that's a mural. He's just holding a gun at you.
Do you like work?
Yeah. Do you ever feel sad sometimes? Yes.
Well, I've never gone.
All right.
Now. You
Yeah.
still feel
It
That's
sucks
why
that
we
they
can't
kill
go to
everybody.
therapy.
Literally everybody who goes to the doctor, they just kill
Yeah.
him.
Once you are born, you are entered into that system, the MAID system, and it's just a
Yeah.
matter of time.
It seems like kind of a slippery slope that the government can have a registry of when we all die.
Yeah.
Like when you die, that goes into a government database. It goes into
Yeah, that's
Social
not
Security.
okay.
And I feel like maybe someday that could be used to like execute undesirables.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they like you have to report it when someone dies, and you can't just like
fair.
bury them in your yard. That's what
Well,
I'm
you
gonna
know
do.
what?
Like
That's-
if someone I knew died, I would just bury them in the yard because I don't want the government to accidentally do assisted suicide to them.
Well, that's actually a good point because, like, so if my grandma dies, right, then where do her checks go? Nowhere. She's dead.
You gotta go
Yeah.
somewhere.
So she kind of like she can't die because where the check's gonna go? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you just don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
And if they
You
say
can
like,
bury
I
her.
haven't seen her in a while. I haven't seen grandma in like a year. Well, she's old. What do you
Yeah,
expect? What do
she's-
you're going to see her at the bar? You're going to see
Yeah.
her at the club? She's 90 years old. What are you
She doesn't
talking
go
about?
grocery shopping herself. I don't go either. I don't
Yeah, I
drive.
do it
but-
for her. Well, I mean, I
We
order the
order
DoorDash. I order DoorDash for my grandma to my house.
God damn.
It's just not fair. I wish
Remember
that.
when old people were young?
Yeah, and they didn't die all the time.
Yeah, I miss
All
that.
these family members just dropping off.
I miss when old people were like 40. Can we go back to that? Like, I remember when our grandparents were like, they were like only 60.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of miss that.
I can't wait to go to heaven and see my 80-year-old grandparents there who for some reason decide to stay 80 when they go to heaven instead of like back to
Well,
their
I
youth.
can explain that.
Okay.
I can explain that.
Okay.
When you go to heaven, you stay the same age as when you went to heaven. So if you're 80, like 5 years old, and you're just like an old fuck, then yeah, you're 85. You lived on Earth for a while, but now you have to live in eternity as an 85-year-old person. You went to heaven. Maybe you had a fun night out, and you're 21 years old, and you drank like four Locos, and then you decided to drive home, and then. Or a high school student, and you got a full page in the yearbook.
Yeah.
Well, you're a high school student in heaven.
That sounds so sick.
So,
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
so you're
I
saying we
should've
should kill
died sooner.
ourselves
yeah.
No, I'm not saying that. 'cause
if
then
we
you go
want to,
hell.
like, in the next realm, be
You have to do it. You have to make sure that God thinks it's an accident.
oh, so suicide cults
Yeah.
don't work.
Yeah, no. But if you get poisoned in a suicide cult, but you didn't know about it, like Jonestown, right? Like they didn't know about it, but the people, the Heaven's Gate people, they knew they were gonna kick the bucket, so they don't go to heaven. But Jonestown, those people all went to heaven.
I was the last person to figure out what was going on in Jonestown when everyone was drinking the Kool-Aid and like
Yeah, I brought my own
falling over,
6-pack,
choking to death, like just falling over. I'm like, man, everybody's so tired. Everybody's so tired today. Why are you guys laying down? This sucks. And I kept doing that, and then the cops showed up, and they never actually killed me.
Yeah, I'm
It
sorry.
was pretty good. I just showed up because I thought I was the rapper. I thought it was a concert, and I was really confused. And I thought they were giving out lean.
This lean's really powerful.
Mhm. Damn, knock these people out.
Yeah, it fucking
Where can I
sucked
get
going to
some of
British
that?
Guiana or French Guiana or whichever one it was.
It would suck like going there and then they run out of cups and you're just like sort of like, fuck.
Oh, fuck me then. I guess I'll die.
Drinking out of the jug, getting yelled at.
All right.
Hey, stop it.
Like trying to stick your hand in there. Like, no.
It's dirty, dude. You're gonna get us sick.
You're just staining your white clothes, getting it all over you. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You don't gotta be bleach.
You've got a Kool-Aid mustache.
Yeah, the Jonestown Kool-Aid mustache.
Like, it tastes so good. They should have done it with milk.
You can't.
Actually, no, they should have done it with beer.
Yeah, now we're talking. Well,
It
but
should have been poison beer.
Well, here's the thing: beer already has alcohol in it, which would kill any of the poison that you could add to beer.
Oh, that's true.
It's impossible to poison beer. Beer will never make you sick.
Yeah, alcohol. Yeah, alcohol kills everything that's bad for you, which is why it's good to drink.
Absolutely, that's why we clean with alcohol.
Yep. That's why you got to drink a lot of it too.
When a doctor sterilizes like their equipment, what do they use? Alcohol. Boom.
Fire.
Yeah. Well,
I assume they use fire.
They use fireball.
They used to.
Holding it under a lighter.
They use
That
fire.
would be awesome.
That was so sick. Being in Ohio, and I went to the grocery store, and there was a keg of Fireball for $80.
Guess what?
A keg.
What do you need a keg for?
What size keg? Like a standard keg?
I mean, no, it was like a small, like one of those mini kegs, like.
Oh, okay.
Like about that big. Like
that's a lot.
So it wasn't that big, but it's still a lot of fucking Fireball. What? Who's going through? Like only Jason goes through that much Fireball, but he buys the little mini shooters. What does he need a keg for? You can't bring that into work.
Yeah, I would like to see the use cases for that. There must be someone buying shit like that, but
maybe a ball.
It feels like the type of people that would want to drink Fireball at a party. They're not going to have the money to buy an $80 keg. Like a big novelty thing. Like those are the people that have like $15 and the money's all wet. And people who want to spend $200 on a party, like they're usually not going to get Fireball. They're going to try to get like a nice tequila or something.
Yeah, vodka. Anything that would be like, oh, what would people want to drink? Not like,
something that isn't like for high schoolers.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's for high schoolers who have like really cool parents.
Yeah.
And you can say, Mom and Dad, I want a big keg of Fireball.
I was gonna say, like, I think it's for like people who have like a nice basement. There's like a pool table down there, and then it just like sits next to like the pool table on like a shelf for like 6 years, and like occasionally they'll do a shot of it, and it's just like gross and sticky, and like the little nozzle is all like covered up, so you have to take like a Q-tip and like clean it off.
Did you guys like Fireball?
I did.
It's okay.
It's because it's like only 60 proof, and like I like cinnamon, so like it never bothered me to like do it. And I don't like shots. That was my big thing. Like I don't really like doing shots, so it didn't taste like straight up alcohol.
But I that like harsh cinnamon taste, like little cinnamon hearts candy, I never fucked with. So it's like two things I didn't like: shots and very strong cinnamon.
Yeah, it's not even.
That's why I liked Jaeger. I liked Jaeger because it tastes like just black licorice, and I like black licorice, so. I was like, okay,
Are you
I can
serious?
do this. Yeah, dude.
You should be in jail,
105
dude.
years old. Thank you. I wish I was in jail.
Did you like Jaeger bombs too? Were you big on those?
Fuck yeah.
No, not really. Not the bombs, man. I remember like some people would order. I just found it to be annoying to like drop something into a glass, like try to chug it, and then like the glass, like the shot glass comes up and like hits you. There was a few times where that happened, but I was just like, no, like I'll just drink a beer. Like if I was
too complicated.
Like that is doing those bombs are for like when you're 19 and like you're a freshman in college and like you just started drinking. You're like, oh, we gotta like go as fucking crazy as possible. But even at like 21, 22, it's just like, no, like I'll just order like a $2 beer. I have $6 and I need to like save some money.
I'd like to have a beer bomb.
Yeah.
Can you give me a beer bomb where you have like a glass of beer and then there's a shot of beer in it?
A bomb. I need a bomb, an actual bomb.
Yeah, can you give me a beer bomb and then a regular bomb?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were saying beer bong at first, which would be like a funny thing to order
bong.
at a bar. They just like come out with the fucking funnel and hold it up
now we're talking. Filled with beer.
Go into a nice bar and grill. You're like, oh, what do you have on draft? Do you have any like domestic ales? Maybe some lagers? And could I get that in a beer bong? Could you put in one of those hats that you put on, the novelty hats with the thing that goes into your mouth? Because I can only drink out of that.
You're joking about the beer bongs, but like some places do have those like big beer towers.
Yeah.
And that's basically like a beer bong.
I live in one of those.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Beer tower. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
That's what the CN Tower used to be. It used to be the beer tower.
There was a place in Akron where like, I forget the name. It wasn't quite like the Twisted Kilts or like one of those places where the girls like have to wear like a short skirt and like a crop top. But like, I think it was like sort of encouraged. And so the waitresses would all dress like that. And then they had the beer towers. And it was like probably 20 minutes away from like where we lived. And my friend, just wanted to go every fucking night. He's like, hey, we should go to this bar. It's like, man, no one's driving out there to this one bar by itself. Like, you can't walk anywhere else. Why would we go out there? And he's just like, well, I just thought it'd be a good idea. It's like, you fucking pervert. Just stop, man.
If you get your ticket punched 10 times, you get to go on a date with one of the waitresses.
They have to.
They have to. It's like Hooters.
If you finish a tower of beer each time you go after 10 visits, they're gonna be very impressed with you.
Did you guys ever have any? Did you have any friends who were into the beer sticks? You ever seen those things?
Oh no, yeah.
What is that?
It was basically, instead of a beer bong, it was just a giant like syringe, and you would just fill it up with beer, and then you would just inject it into your mouth. Mm-hmm. And it was awesome because there was about 50-50 that the person was about to just violently throw it all back up because it was always so foamy because you're just drunk and pouring it in there, and it was great. But yeah, you could down a whole beer in like a second. It was awesome.
But there's also like a turkey baster.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it is.
Like, just
there was also the people
yeah.
who couldn't like drink that much, and it would just come spilling out of their mouth as you like shot it in there. It was a dumb thing.
Something really nasty I saw once in Fernie, BC, playing their rugby team is if you scored your first ever try, just like the rugby touchdown, you went to their like sponsor bar afterwards, and they had a yard of beer. You know, like the really long fucking things you get in like Vegas or whatever for like the slush drinks, and they filled it with beer, and you had to drink the whole thing. And if you threw up, you had to throw up into the beer yard and keep drinking it. And so I watched this poor fucking, it would have been like 19, 20-year-old who like couldn't handle his beer, get like halfway, throw up into the fucking thing, and then just keep drinking his like throw up beer inside a fucking bar.
That's disgusting.
Oh, it was cool.
That bar should be closed down.
They should just serve throw up.
Yeah,
because really that's I don't really like beer that much. I just like drinking my own throw up, and I wish there was like a throw up bong that you could order.
Go to sit down at Chili's and be like, "What do you have on draft?" And it's just a bunch of different throw ups.
Yeah, it's like Coors Light, Miller Light, Puke, Bud.
I guess what I'm just describing there was hazing, but they did it in like a bar that like had other just normal people in it at the same time too. It just wasn't very busy, so.
I remember because that's what like the frats would have to do. I remember a friend of mine that I went to high school with, he joined a frat, and they like locked him in the basement and just made him chug like liquor. And then like if you puked, I guess you had to eat it. I don't know. Like that was what everyone said happened, but then they like wouldn't talk about it. And again, that's fucking disgusting. You're stupid.
It's so fun.
Yeah,
it's so fun to do that.
Let's make people do that at the next live show afterwards when we go out. Let's just make all the listeners have to.
We're gonna get everybody really fucked up.
Make you all drink your own puke. It's gonna be great.
I don't like how people in their 30s don't do as much hazing.
Yeah, they don't party as much. They don't fucking live.
Boring. It's so lame. Like I wish there was more hazing for like. I don't know.
I wish we got more people sick
applying for a mortgage.
I wish, like, you know, we would go out and, you know, it's like 9:00 and someone dies and we just have to like try to hide it from the police. And then eventually, like, they find out and we're just kind of like our lives are ruined after that, too.
Well, that could have happened to anybody. I think nursing homes should have hazing. Like when you first get to a nursing home, I think they should make you drink. They should make you drink as much prune juice as you can until you throw up.
So you got to hold it in.
You got to hold it in.
Whoever
if they die, who cares?
Prune juice. Who can hold the prune juice in the longest gets a wee.
Yeah, who can go the longest without shitting?
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Who can do the most morphine? Who can say the most racist shit to their nurse? I got kicked out of the nursing home for doing a pimps and hoes nursing home party. And all the Jamaican nurses found it kind of offensive. All the old ladies wearing chains and stuff. Talking about Snoop Doggy Dogg.
We don't have cool parties like that anymore, mate.
Yeah, they don't have cool parties.
Theme parties.
I think there should be a pimps and businessman party.
Pimps.
No girls allowed.
Yeah. That's every Instagram video I see. Where they don't go out and they don't chase women anymore. They sit around and talk about money.
Yeah, those cool retreats in like Bali or whatever, where there's like no chicks and they only eat meat and they get to work out and focus on themselves and do cold plunges.
Don't bother wearing a shirt. Go in cold plunge. Go in the hot tubs together. Maybe nude. Who knows what happens? Get crazy.
There should be a hot plunge
Mm-hmm.
where you go into like boiling water,
Mm-hmm. Okay. That'd be
or
cool.
maybe like a cold plunge in like juice.
Like soda.
Yeah, or beer.
Ooh, beer.
Now we're talking.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Drink it. Everybody just. There should be a river of beer that everyone can swim in.
Yeah, that would be so cool.
Fuck. Stupid. What if you had a pool and you filled it up with soda?
Oh, that would be so fucking cool.
Dude,
I would love to drown in there.
I was so jealous of that guy at Beer Fest who had fell into the vat and he got to drink his way out of it. I wish that was me.
Oh man,
And he
the
died.
Augustus Gloop of beer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be so
Mhm.
cool.
Just floating in there, just drinking your way out.
Yeah, that's
So
the thing that
easy.
kind of sucked about the Willy Wonka chocolate factory is that they don't have cool shit like beer or video games because they didn't even have video games yet.
No,
They don't
and,
have
like,
like
the TV
candy.
sucked.
Well, I guess they have like candy, but it's mostly like bullshit, like Necco wafer shit and chocolate,
Yeah,
like
Just-
warm
it's
ass
like-
chocolate.
Honestly, the coolest room was like the chocolate room, like with the chocolate river. Like everything else after that just sucked.
I would get sick of it.
Like, oh, this candy turns you into a blueberry. Well, fuck that.
Yeah, there's the
Yeah.
blueberry room. There's the chocolate river. What else did they see? Those are the only two that stick out to
the
me.
the TV room, and then
Yeah, Mike
the
TV.
fizzy like drink, which like makes you float.
oh
It's just
yeah.
like,
I
yeah.
remember that one, yeah.
I think it sucks that they have a blueberry thing there, like a
Yeah.
pill that turns you into a blueberry, because that's almost a
Mhm.
vegetable. That's almost a vegetable.
That's
It's not like
quite
barely
close.
even candy. It's like fresh fruit, basically.
Mm-hmm. That's
Which I
not
think
fair.
is
You shouldn't. Yeah, get rid of it. Turn it into candy. And luckily, with RFK, I think we are going to get rid of fruit and vegetables and a candy-based diet,
Yeah.
You know what I say? Honestly,
which is good.
I say let him do whatever he wants, just so he doesn't have to talk on national TV as much. Because
he's going to talk on national TV all the time.
I
now. It's
can.
gonna
His
suck.
voice just upsets me at such a just deep level. It makes me. It is the most offensive voice I've ever heard. Like, why the fuck are you?
What if you
getting
just
into
smacked him on the
politics?
back and he sounded normal?
Yeah, gave him a big glass
Oh,
of water.
shit.
hell,
Old
excuse
chicken
me,
wing
I've been
bone.
talking like this for. Yeah, old bear bone stuck in his throat.
He pulls out a big fish bone. He has like somehow he has like a Chinese finger trap stuck in his throat. Well, it was on someone's dick. I was sucking some guy's dick and he had a Chinese finger trap around his dick because we didn't have money for a condom. 'Cause it was back in the 70s and I was on heroin,
tied
so he
it
used a
off.
Chinese finger trap. And it was a Chinese guy, by the way. That's why he thought of it. And then it turned out that it got stuck down my throat. And I've sort of been
That's
talking
why
like
I've talked like
I'm
that.
talking like blowing through a paper in a comb for 50 years. And that's why we need to do something about the Chinese problem.
Yep, we gotta fix it. Get rid of these
the
traps.
problem with the Chinese finger trap is that there isn't a thing on the end, so the cum
Yeah.
can just go right through. It doesn't do. It
Yeah.
literally does nothing.
You had to like what we used to have to do was push the ends like together to sort of pinch it off, but really doesn't
yeah.
work.
You could staple it.
Well, people are too lazy to do that.
Well, but it's gonna squeak through. I mean,
Put some bubble gum in
well,
there.
not necessarily true. I mean, the most normal loads are usually like a crystal, right? So I
Yeah.
guess if you staple it
Yeah.
shut,
It
then
should
it's
be like
not
a
gonna
kidney
go through.
stone. It should be
But if you're
calcified.
sick, yeah, but if you're kind of sick and not feeling good, then maybe that liquid gets through. But chances are, if it's liquid, you're not having children because you need it to be like sort of like salt crystals.
Because you're actually born with all the sperms that you're gonna have for your entire
Yes.
life,
Correct.
and then the longer they're in there, they're in your body, the more they crystallize, and eventually they turn into like something that's, I don't know, like dried pineapple. Is sort of the consistency,
Yeah.
and those ones hurt to come out. And those ones, because they're in there so long, they're guaranteed that your kids are going to have some problems.
No, they're
Your
guaranteed
kids are
going to
be a little
kids.
bit emotionally touched.
So if you have crystallized sperm, as every person should, that's going to be a child. And like no matter what, they're going to go into the ovary.
If you wait long
right?
enough, it'll
And they're
make
gonna
its own
keep-
egg.
And over 9 months, they're going to keep eating the eggs that are produced and get bigger and stronger, and then come
Oh
out,
shit!
be born. This is just science. It's just facts. Like I mean, you don't have to have a baby like I did to understand all this. You can just read a book. It's out there.
Yeah, it's crazy how it works. It's crazy how insane the human body and like childbirth and all that stuff is, and
Mm-hmm.
I just wish I could do it all over again,
Yeah, I wish I
just
could.
so I could see. Like I want to know what actually happened.
Mm-hmm. I wish I could remember it.
Yeah, I wish I could remember my life as a sperm. A dried pineapple sperm chunk. That's why I'm like this, because it got left in my dad too long. The sperm was dated 1972. It was long since expired.
I'm like this because my dad did it into a condom, then he flipped it inside out.
I'm actually part Chinese because I was conceived through a Chinese finger trap my parents were trying to use as a condom. And it didn't work because the end is open.
I escaped through a Ziploc bag.
Yeah. Saran wrap. A shower cap. Just using the dumbest things as a condom.
Tinfoil.
An empty bag of combos. Oh, man. The best thing to do is when you use tinfoil as a condom, and then the cum sort of dries in it, and then you hold a lighter under the tinfoil, and then you have like a straw cut in half, and you just you smoke the dried cum. Jesus. And then a police officer sees you do it, and they're like, "Sir, we're going to have to, you need to come over here and talk with me." And then you say, "No, test it. I swear to God, man, test it. It's cum. It's yellow cum.
His face.
It's hard. It's a hard yellow bit of cum that looks like a chocolate chip.
Man.
It's just cum. You can test it.
It's just cum, and it feels good. It feels good when you smoke this.
And it's legal.
It's the miracle
legal.
of life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the great thing about cum is that it's legal to smoke in public. Unlike a lot of things. Like even cigarettes.
And you can get it at any bank.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you're allowed to smoke cum within like 10 feet of a doorway. You can't do that with cigarettes.
Yeah. No.
Can't kick you out.
This country is stricter on cigarettes than they are on cum.
I heard they were debanking conservatives at the sperm bank.
Are they really? Holy fuck.
Yeah, to punish them for
this.
like their heterodox political leanings.
That's fucked. So what?
They're saying they can't give sperm at the sperm bank.
Okay, all of my conservative listeners, we all need to go to the sperm bank and donate our sperms right now. We need to show up with bags of our sperms that they can't say no to in order to stop these liberals from being born.
Yeah. We should add some dog sperm.
I've been watching Love After Lockup, and one of the prisoners, before he was released, he was like coming into a bag, and they like snuck it in one day, and like when he had his visit with his lady, and was like, "Quick, go to the bathroom and put this in you, so we can have a kid."
Okay.
As soon as I get out. Nah, she didn't even try because she was like, "Oh, that's stupid." Like the sperms are gonna be dead.
That has worked before. That has.
Yeah, they live for 3 days.
Ooh.
There have been stories about how like there was a recent story about how some guy like somehow managed to make like a thing that went through like the air vents.
Oh yeah, and they'd like never actually met, but they were like in the same prison and got her pregnant or something.
Yeah, like somehow he like put the cum through the air vents through like a contraption that they set up, and then it actually worked. Like it probably goes bad after like 15 minutes, but if you have the timing right.
He dropped a load, and a bunch of ants carried it over to the women's prison.
Oh, that's so cool!
And then they put it up inside her, and a beautiful baby was made.
Those ants are the godparents.
Mm-hmm. They
You
owe
gotta
everything
invite those
to those
ants to the baby shower.
Those ants are closer than family.
Yeah, it sucks that the ants have to be in jail though.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would kind of suck. Same thing if you were like a rat or a fly or something.
Okay.
Like it would suck to like accidentally live in jail, and you're like you didn't even do anything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You just,
maybe don't
you saw a building.
Don't do the crime if you don't want to do the time for these ants and these rats and these.
I guess they are
birds.
technically breaking and entering. They're breaking into jail.
It's illegal, and so we're gonna keep them in jail.
Like the ants don't have permission to be on that property.
They don't. They could be shot dead.
They can be shot dead or stepped on, or enslaved to produce cum.
Well, to move cum around.
They're more like a logistics company for cum.
Like, listen, I don't think you need to produce. Ant cum's not going to get you anything, right? You're not going. That's not on. That's
they
not
probably don't
make
it. Actually, wait a minute. Aren't they like 100 times stronger, like proportionally to their body?
Yes.
So maybe they come 100 times proportionally more cum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like 100 times the size of their body.
But actually, it's probably less cum because there's just one queen.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd kind of be over. It would be a waste of cum if they had a ton of cum because it's just one. They only have one woman.
Yeah. The rest. So that's their load.
They're all just simping for that one woman.
Mm-hmm. That is kind of pathetic.
Same thing with bees.
All these fucking simps.
I don't respect any sort of insect.
Mm-mm. You got
Unless
6
it's a
legs
wasp.
and no balls is what I
Yeah,
say.
6 legs, no balls, no brain, no hope, no jobs, no cash.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started. Remember when we had hope, cash, and jobs?
It was so fun. It was so
Fuck.
cool.
Now look at us. Now we don't have any of it.
Yeah, Bob Hope gave me a lot of hope.
We've got no money.
Nope.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
He died.
It fucking sucks. It's so bad.
Everything's so bad right now.
I hope nothing
It's so
happens to Kevin Bacon.
Oh shit! Don't even get me started.
I hope nothing happens to him.
I hope he doesn't die.
If something happened
horribly.
to him, I would have to do MAID.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I hope my maid does MAID.
Yeah, I hate my maid so much.
I hate my
mom's
maid.
maid.
She accidentally knocked over a bunch of my stuff while she was cleaning my room, so I hope she either goes back to the Philippines or does MAID.
She threw out my cans, and I just want to hit her. I just want to hit her so bad.
I hope my maid is able to do MAID in Canada because she has dyslexia.
Sign my maid up for me.
Yeah. Canada keeps sending me letters saying you have a free visa opportunity to come here and commit suicide.
I really do love searching "I hate my maid" on Twitter, and it's all just kids being like, "I fucking hate my maid. She comes late. She ruined Christmas. My maid ruined Christmas."
Yeah, she woke me up just like doing our landscaping.
Mm-hmm. I'm 34 years old, and I was woken up from a drunken stupor at 11 a.m.
It
Just,
fucking
I'm so
sucks.
angry.
It fucking sucks that the Honduran guy that we pay $3 an hour to mow the lawn, he woke me up because he was mowing the lawn so fucking early at 2:30 p.m.
He's not even considerate to my feelings just because my dad told him to go mow the lawn.
Yeah, and my maid threw out my cum shirt.
Oh, fuck.
It wasn't even that hard. It wasn't even that hard.
See, the problem is we don't need maids, right? Like, maids are so old, so out of here. What we need are nurses, home nurses, Trump-loving, beautiful blonde nurses.
Oh, yeah.
That sort of take care of you and do whatever you want.
My
They
Trump-loving
don't
blonde
fuck-
nurse ate my cum shirt. She chewed on it. She chews fabric. It sucks.
She redressed my wounds with my cum shirt.
Oh. Well, it is antimicrobial.
Okay.
It's sort of like honey or like
Yeah.
alcohol, really.
Breast milk?
Because you'll notice, like cum, it smells like a little bit like bleach.
Yeah.
There's just like a hint of bleach to it.
If you've been drinking a lot of bleach, it will. See, that's what's interesting about sperm is that it takes on the properties of what you ingest.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
by-
Like pineapple. Like, why is it
When
only
you eat
pineapple?
Well, it's
Starburst.
not. There's
When you eat
Starburst,
Starburst,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
Starburst,
Eat
burgers.
a handful of Starburst and a handful of burgers. It's gonna come out smelling like a burger. Eat
Chicken.
some bleach. Boom. It's gonna smell like bleach. Yeah, eat raw chicken. It's gonna smell like raw chicken.
Yeah.
Some sour milk. Some homemade
Uh,
yogurt.
some
When I
Sour
left my
Patch
cup
Kids.
of milk. Ooh, watermelon Sour Patch Kids.
I'm making my
Ooh.
own sour yogurt. What's that yogurt from Norway?
Well, there's
Uh,
skier from Iceland.
Mm-hmm.
I make that. I make that, but it's hard. It's basically like that, but the only difference is it's hard.
I leave a cup of milk in my room, well, several cups of milk in my room, and then come back to it about a week later, and then boom, it's yogurt.
I have my hard little pieces. Like you heard of gallstones. I make ball stones. They're like little BBs. Like you could load a pellet gun with them.
Mm-hmm. That's what I do with my, I load my pellet gun with my kidney stones.
Oh, nice.
Which,
Yeah,
like,
they can't
again,
take that away from you.
They lie to you. They say that a kidney stone's like smooth, but it's just sort of like looks like a little piece of like a random rock.
It's like
you
a
know?
raisin almost.
Yeah.
Well, you got to get them. You know how they have those rock tumblers that they give to kids?
Yeah.
And you put
Mhm.
rocks in them and it spins around and it sort of smooths them around. That's why you got to
Yeah.
go in like one of those balls that like astronauts use where you go upside down, like a gyroscope.
Oh,
You have to do that a
okay.
lot. You have to do that for like
Oh, okay.
a couple weeks. And then your kidney
Mhm.
stones, they'll erode against each other with the
Yeah.
friction. And then they'll all come out perfectly small and round.
It is funny that like a chunk of your kidney just sort of breaks off and then you pee it out.
Yeah.
What
And then it grows back.
Yeah, it all grows back.
This gives me an idea for a T-shirt.
Okay.
So it's the Rolling Stones logo with like the tongue going out, like,
Mhm.
and then there's a kidney
Mhm.
stone on the tongue, and then instead of
Mm.
Rolling Stone, it says kidney stone.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Kidney stones.
That's pretty good.
It's nasty.
I like the kidney
It's
stones.
gross, but it's
Those guys probably have a lot of kidney stones.
No, I don't think so. I think they're healthy. I think they're living some great lives.
Yeah, I don't know. They're still
at
alive.
this point. Yeah,
Doing something right.
they're still rocking. They're no Steven Tyler, who's any woman can use his face as a seat and then also get in trouble for a lot of sexual crimes.
Yeah, I don't think he would actually let any woman do that.
I think he would.
I think there are a lot of
He-
women he wouldn't let do that. Like, would he let Lizzo
I-
do that?
Well,
Yes, he would
now,
absolutely let Lizzo do
'cause
that.
She lost a lot of weight, right?
Yeah,
I
guess
don't
it's-
think he would discriminate.
It's
I
becoming
think
easier
if
and
a
easier.
If a woman needed a seat, I think Steven Tyler would be there to use his face as that seat, and I believe
pregnant
that with all
woman
my heart.
on the bus?
Yeah, pregnant woman, absolutely.
There's
It's
no-
he's
The bus is full, and Steven Tyler's like,
here.
there's a pregnant woman who needs to sit down. Everyone's like, well, not me. I'm not going to do it. And he just like moves down so his face is on the seat.
he flips over so his legs are sticking up in the air.
Yeah. I've got a seat for you, ma'am.
I've got to see.
She just
like, well,
immediately
thank
sits
you.
on him and kills him.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
What happened to that guy? I don't know.
He got killed. He got crushed.
Yeah. He's flexible.
I think it's beautiful. I think that's a wonderful gesture. I think that's really kind. I think it's generous. I think it's chivalry, right? And we don't have chivalry anymore. We have all these people who just want to put themselves first. And here he is saying, no, women first. Allow me to prostrate myself in front of you and offer you something as simple as a seat.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
I think pregnant women should get to lay down on the bus.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should have a bed.
If we're going to be honest, I think anybody should be allowed to lay down on the bus.
Yeah, I think they should
It's
have beds
unfair.
on the bus. Like, why isn't it like a sleeper car on a train?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the point of sitting down when you could have a bed?
I want to catch bugs on the in the
Bus
bed on the
bugs?
bus.
Oh, I love bus bugs. I love when I get bugs from the bus. I got bed bugs.
But
'cause I got
I
bed
can't
bugs
go
on
on
my
the bus 'cause
jacket
it's
because I was
scary.
on the bus with someone dirty.
But like, that's what the biggest worry now is that the bus is just so scary for me as an adult male who is
Yeah,
in
there's a lot of
danger all the
crazy shit
time.
on there. There's like, there's like old 85-year-old rock stars who are trying to let
Yeah.
Lizzo sit on their face.
trying
You've
to
got people,
approaching
people
every
laying
woman.
down. You've got people like trying to
There's
make
bugs.
a bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's
It's
bed
so
bugs
scary.
everywhere. Bus bugs.
I can't do it. I need to drive or I need to pay an Uber to go somewhere because I just can't take the bus. That's frightening for me.
Like you can get bed bugs from an Uber.
Uber bugs?
I got Uber bugs on my jeans from sitting in the back seat of someone's car, and it was so dirty.
And I didn't bring them in. That was from the car.
Dude, I borrowed your earbuds, and it gave me an earwig. Like I had them on for 10 minutes, and it gave me an earwig straight up.
You owe me, man.
I tried to get it out, and it just pushed it farther in, and now I can see the tip of its head sticking out of my penis.
That's interesting when you think of earwig, because most people would say like, "Oh, a wig, that's a good thing." Like, right? You put it on your head, and it sort of makes you look like you have hair. But an earwig, that's a bad thing.
Yeah,
Those things freak me
It
the
doesn't
fuck
make your
out.
ears look like it has hair. It just
but an ear wolf,
It hurts.
that's
Ooh,
good.
Okay.
That's-
Okay.
An ear wolf is like a wolf that gives you good content for your ear.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Are
Interesting.
they still up?
Yeah,
Is this
I think
still a
so.
Thing?
we should make a competing one called Earwig,
Ooh.
and it's gross.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's bad. And it's
Yeah, it's bad
It
for
makes
you,
you
and you
sick.
don't want it. It makes you sick.
it
I hate when I get an earwig and a kangaroo at the same time.
looks like it's still up.
It's like, can I have one hole that doesn't have some sort of animal in it?
They should sign us. We need to start. You're right. We need the Earwig Podcast Network.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to compete. They have Conan.
Well,
Well, we can get Leno.
Yeah.
Ooh.
that's true.
Yeah, Leno's for sale at a discount because he's always like,
It's always bruised, right? It's like the fruit at the store that's about to
Yeah.
expire but still good to eat.
Mhm.
yeah, no one wants to give him a show because he's just, every time he's interviewed, he just got punched in the face 30 minutes before.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone just like tried to cut one of his kidneys out on the bus. Someone tried to give him bus bugs and he fell down a hill. They pushed him out of a moving train.
Oh no, that's so sad.
Yeah. It would be funny if Jay Leno showed up one day and like his legs were cut off.
He's like,
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. A lot of crazy stuff happens, and
Got a little bit of a fender bender in one of my cars.
yeah, those
I mean,
old
someone's
cars.
trying to kill him, right? That's just clear.
Yeah,
like,
no,
It's the Letterman.
He's under some.
It's Dave
some
Letterman
curse.
fans.
dude, I think he is done. I think he's got less than a year left though. I saw him like getting interviewed and on a video when I was watching like a car video, and then went to his garage, and he just even from a year ago, from he's lost like 60 pounds.
Yeah, well,
And
he got like
he's
burned up.
so frail, and yeah, he's I don't know.
But if he survived that and like didn't die from that, like 3rd-degree burns like all over his body, and like now he's like rolling down hills, and
Yeah,
I
you
think
gotta
he's
burn
gonna
off the
live
fat.
forever. That's true.
It's like cooking ground beef or something. You got to get some of the fat to burn off.
Now you're
Yeah.
making me hungry talking about cooking some ground beef. I've only
Yeah.
had 4 of them today.
Yeah, like I don't want to step on any toes here, but I think it would be really delicious smelling when Jay Leno was getting 3rd-degree burns.
Yeah. Because I mean, like I am a carnivore, so I guess human meat is still meat. And then some people like eat people. I mean, I believe that this year Taylor Swift once again ate Andrew Haas for Thanksgiving.
Ooh, it's weird how she stays so thin.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Just
she
by
might be
eating
bulimic.
A whole man. A whole
She
man.
might be bulimic because she. I
Roast
don't
him
get
like
how
a
she's so
barbecue.
thin and she ate an entire man.
Yeah, for
Like I think she's
Thanksgiving
doing like
dinner.
a binge and purge cycle.
He got into her tummy, that hole.
Yeah,
As her
maybe she can
Thanksgiving
unhinge her jaw
dinner.
like a snake.
Okay,
Is he still posting?
interesting.
Andrew Haas?
Yes, he
he's
is.
still
Oh,
retweeting
that's why
for
I-
sure.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi signal's
Yeah.
not very good inside her stomach, but
Yeah.
he can get one bar at like a certain angle.
I was working out Thanksgiving morning, and I was like, you know what? I wonder if Andrew Haas actually got eaten. But no, he's still posting.
Oh man.
He seems to like Sabrina Carpenter now too.
Yeah, that's like his new little crush that he thinks is gonna.
It would be even harder for her to eat him because she's like 5'2".
I think you need to just like stop being negative. I believe that.
And even Lizzo, I don't think Lizzo could eat him anymore because she's lost so much weight. She's on Ozempic. I don't think she would have the appetite to do it. Like, I'm not sure who could really eat him in terms of female pop stars.
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't know who could eat him.
Okay.
I mean, a bunch of pop stars.
Yeah, I guess if they got together, if they had like a Last Supper, it was like the Last Supper with Taylor Swift as Jesus, and then all the pop stars like Charlie XCX and Sabrina Carpenter and like Chappell Roan. Everybody's there, and they're all just eating pieces of him. And they also have a beer bong.
he hasn't been asking women to eat him recently. His feed,
Not within the year.
yeah. So his last time he said "gobble gobble, eat me" was on December 11th of 2023. So we're coming up on the year anniversary. Most of his
Wow.
feed is
Well,
is
that was the last
eBay
time
listings.
Image.
Well, I'm just searching
Yeah,
latest
I already
from
searched
him.
his
Yeah.
eBay. Yeah. Already.
What could he
I've
be
done
selling
all
on
this.
eBay?
A lot of
A
things.
lot of Star
actually.
Wars shit, really.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Child Grogu Star Wars Mandalorian mug goblet.
He's got 14 items for sale right now. He was selling like an RC Mario Kart. I think that's not listed anymore. And then, but he was like, let me scroll back. I'm on my phone, but he did quote tweet a woman a bunch of times about getting inside of her belly and also about eating her. So I don't know if like
Interesting.
he's like, hey, maybe this is crazy that I want these beautiful women to eat me, but maybe I can eat them.
He's also been there's this part of his feed where he was just clipping a video called "I Spent 24 Hours in the Wilderness" by
Yes.
Sophie Dossie. It was like 1.7 million views. And fear that my pet is going to eat me. And he has he clipped it 6 or 7 times and posted it.
Mm-hmm. I'm also I've been subscribed to his YouTube channel.
Oh, he is a
for
YouTube
quite a while.
channel.
That's how I found the one video where that woman gets eaten by the snake.
Oh, like the vor
Yeah, the
intro
vor
that
one.
we used to
I
have?
found it through him. Yes, exactly. That I would play on screen and make people super uncomfortable.
I forgot about that. Goddamn.
Yeah, I never will.
I thought it was more about like a woman eating a snake rather than a snake eating a woman.
No, it
Like, why
was
is
a snake. It was a woman. She was a Hooters wearing a Hooters outfit, right? And then there's a snake that eats her.
In Hooters?
No, it's like an apartment.
Okay, because that would suck if
Yeah.
a snake trespassed into Hooters.
Well,
that's breaking and entering.
obviously.
Like if it's slithered
Obviously,
in through
if
the
it was
wall,
like
I don't think it would be like that's not allowed to be in the building or any
Mhm.
sort of like establishment where you're eating.
Like it's awesome that I can just pull up his YouTube channel. I can just search it, and it's so easy to find because I just have it memorized. He's got a lot of. It's in his playlist called Weird.
Okay.
That should just be the whole
Believe it
thing.
or not.
Like
Yeah.
what does he post that isn't
Lunch
weird?
at Hooters. Yeah, it's the snake monster. It's and she gets eaten. She gets like sort of like paralyzed, and then
Yeah. Lunch at Hooters. I remember.
yeah,
Oh,
of course.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it starts with the cell.
Oh, that's not even at Hooters. That's clearly
it
in
is
like an
not.
Airbnb. Or that predates
Mhm.
Airbnb. It's probably a hotel.
Yeah, it's
And
uploaded
apparently
10
even
years
looks like a
ago.
snake. It looks more like Barney. And you can only see the head
It's-
of the snake. Like how is it also it has is that a snake? Are you sure that's
It's
a
like
snake?
a snake.
It has legs.
It's a snake monster. It's a snake monster. To be fair.
Oh, okay.
And I remember when we did one of our 24-hour live streams. The one Janice came on, Janice Griffith,
Oh, that's
and when
And then a snake ate her?
we
It
watched
really
that.
sucked.
Yes. Well, we watched that video, and Janice got obsessed with it, and then found like the actual like snake, and they were gonna make a video like recreating it.
Oh
They
my
were,
God,
Like
yeah.
they DM'd me saying they were talking about doing it, and I was just like, this is a weird thing to have like,
Yeah.
created and sort of once again just manifested into this world. And I don't think anything became of it because I don't think that like that puppet ever shipped out.
Bummer.
Probably the mailman stole it so he could use it for his own videos.
But there was a brief time in I think 2019 where it was possible that I may have manifested a recreation of the lunch at Hooters.
That's so wild. I forgot about that.
Yeah. But it's just, it's cool, but it's a good video. And then once again, that was found through our dear friend Andrew, who once, I hope, gets eaten by a woman soon.
I hope someone eats him.
His
He should be able to do MAID, but it's by eating.
Yeah. Oh,
Like he should
that's
be able to
great.
be cooked and eaten to death.
Eat. Yeah.
Prescribed by a doctor.
Chef is the program.
Yeah, chef.
Cooked here, eaten first.
Yeah, compassionate health, end of lifeification facility.
And there it is.
Compassionate health,
We need
end of life
chef.
facility.
We need chef for people who
They
don't
put
want
people in the oven.
They don't really care, but they just want to be eaten. And so, like, hey, here it is. We're gonna eat
Yeah,
you.
I think it's sort of a slippery slope from assisted suicide to just cooking and eating people,
Yeah.
and then just like unsuspectedly serving them at restaurants.
Mm-hmm. That would be.
I just think it's something we need to think about.
It wouldn't be unsuspecting though, right? Like you would also have to sign up for chef in order to like eat somebody.
Would you?
Or if you sign up for chef, you get to pick who eats you, and they don't have a choice.
What if they say kids?
Well then, okay, it's obviously a no. No.
Yeah, like what if there's a pedophile who wants to be
Yeah.
killed by MAID and then be turned into food, be turned into chicken nuggets for preschoolers?
What if it was some guy named like Pick Rob who wanted to be eaten by a bunch of 13-year-olds? Well, no, sorry, bud, not gonna happen.
Nope, adults
you
only.
Choose an adult.
The best we can do is having you eaten by a preschool teacher.
Yeah, and actually, it's not even 18 and up. It's what is the rule? It's like half your age plus 7. That's it.
Yeah,
You gotta find someone.
Yeah, half your age plus 7. Half your age plus 7 is the age for whether you can eat someone or be eaten by them without it being like kind of weird.
If that's
Like
sort of
Leonardo
the-
DiCaprio, he's always eating women who are like 25.
Boo.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
it's kind of weird. Like
Yeah, it's not
Have you ever
cool.
noticed that the second they turn 25, he eats them?
Yeah, it's
Like he
fucked
just
up.
unhinges his jaw and eats them whole, and then gets a
swallows
new
them
one.
whole. And sure, they might love it, and maybe that's what they want, but it's still pretty fucked up that he's doing that.
Yeah, like I know it's fame. Like they're sort of benefiting from his fame and stuff, and
Yeah.
like I get that he's able to do that, but it just seems kind of
And they're
unethical.
adults. They are adults. Like they're able to sort of choose.
Like
what
if they
want
to be
but-
food.
Yeah, if they want to be food, if they want to be turned into prime rib roast, and you put an apple in their mouth and then swallow them whole, cover them in barbecue sauce. Yum yum.
I would rather be eaten by him than by a snake monster.
I guess.
Or by like ants or something.
Well, ants, of course. I mean, like that would be so small.
It would take forever.
Each bite is so tiny.
It would take forever to be eaten by ants. But Leo DiCaprio, he can unhinge his jaw.
Yeah, but so would that snake monster. I mean, it's not like a one gulp, but it was sort of. It took like only 5 minutes for that snake monster to eat that Hooters waitress. It's not terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty fast.
Yeah,
it's a pretty fast customer, I guess. Like,
there's worse ways to go.
People show up at Hooters. They're there for like 2 hours. They're like, you give them the check. They're still there having a conversation. They keep calling the waitress over just to like flirt with her and look at her and stuff. And the snake monster is kind of polite. He's in and out, gets his shit done. I just hope he tipped.
Well, he would have to tip another waitress, right?
Yeah, it would suck to have to like track down a second waitress because you ate the first waitress.
Like, hey, I don't know.
I want a tip.
I don't know who to tip.
I still want a tip, but I
money.
just ate that woman because I'm a snake monster.
I'm a snake monster who only eats Hooters waitresses.
Yeah, it has to be Hooters, and I traveled 2 hours because they shut down the Hooters near me because all the waitresses, they couldn't.
And near
they
the
had
airport,
like
it closed, and
the airport. They shut down the airport because people kept getting eaten.
Yeah, people don't really want to go to sort of these like fast, sort of casual dining spots anymore. So it's either sort of
people don't want to work anymore.
Yeah,
because they're getting
people
eaten.
don't want to work. That's another thing. That's as a snake monster, I can tell you, people just don't want to work anymore.
They're thinking about shutting down the airport because there's so many guys who come in and try to eat the planes. They keep taking parts off them, trying to eat them for Guinness World Book of Records.
Everybody is trying to fucking.
Everybody's trying to eat these planes.
They're eating these planes.
That's why flights are always delayed. Because they find out, a guy just ate the back half of the plane.
Big shutdowns when they happen. There's a guy gnawing on the wing.
Yeah.
Took a chunk out of it. And you got to patch that up. And that's not free and that's not easy.
That's what that guy was doing in that Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah.
Where he like sees like the demon out on the wing of the plane.
Gremlin.
It was one of those guys trying to eat the plane for the Guinness World Record. Trying to eat some chunks
the first
off of
guy.
It.
That's why nobody believed him, because it was the first guy to set the record who could eat a plane.
Yeah.
The fastest. Or most of a plane. What is it, the fastest that he eats the plane, or like the biggest plane that he eats?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think they've really compared the guys. I think they just say the guy did it.
Yeah. I know we've talked about that, where a guy just shows up with like a little bit of metal and puts it in his mouth and goes, I just ate a plane. And they go, oh, shit.
Yeah, he's eating like one bolt every day and then shitting it out. And like that doesn't really count. Like I need to see your teeth on the side of the plane.
I need to see you eat a plane in under 24 hours. Like with a knife and fork, just trying to cut into it.
Probably the best part of the plane. Like I assume like the dessert that you would leave for the end would be the food that's on the plane.
Absolutely.
No,
the
I would
peanuts
say
and stuff and like the actual
the jet fuel.
And the people.
The jet fuel. Yeah, and the people.
Eating it with the people on it. It's in the fine print on the Guinness World Book of Records.
The guys
this man ate an entire 747 with the people on it and the flight attendants.
That's like Frontier Airlines. It's such a discount. However,
yeah.
If there's a man who's eating your plane, you have to stay on it until he stops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you get eaten,
his name was Michael Latito, and according to Wikipedia, he died of natural causes at age 55.
I don't know. Kind of early for like real natural causes. I don't know. People don't just like die of natural causes at 55.
I might have something to do with the plane that he ate.
Yeah. Okay, but here. Let me ask this question. So these Guinness Book of World Records, right? Eating a plane or a car or whatever, sure. That's like tough for a human. However, is the book only for humans? Or what about like we have giants or Nephilims or Uncubuses, right? And they're eating a plane and they're eating cars and they're eating bigger planes and cars. And like the giants are so big. There's that giant that lives in the mountain, right?
Yeah.
That like the one guy filmed for TikTok and was killed right after.
Yep.
So what if that giant is like, hey, I'm going to eat a plane for Guinness? And like, what do we have a new record?
That's not
that impressive.
Yeah, Jesus.
I know, but like,
it's not that. It's like Pick Rob eating a hamburger.
Well,
like, I bet you could do that.
He's eating a lot of hamburgers.
Yeah, like it's not really a record. Like a giant eating a plane, it would be like, I don't know, like a normal person eating like a 24-inch sub.
Okay. That'd be a big sub.
It's like a little impressive, but also like, I don't know if it's like world record impressive,
24 inches. That's pretty small to me.
Yeah.
I guess that's big to some people. I don't know. I gotta use a lot of tinfoil. I gotta go to Costco.
Yeah. I got my Subway sandwich stuck in a Chinese finger trap, and it really sucked. Because they ran out of like papers to wrap them in at Subway, and I said like, I've got this. I've got a Chinese finger trap that I was thinking of using as a condom.
Can you fit
I learned it from
through?
RFK Jr.
Mm-hmm. I got caught in his throat.
Yeah, it got caught in his throat, and that's why he talks like that. That's me talking to the sandwich artist, just telling them some new information I came up with. Spreading disinfo.
Well, it's rumors. I don't like the disinfo. It's just rumors. You know, it could be true, it could be false. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows what animals he ate or didn't eat?
Yeah, but maybe he ate a Nephilim. Maybe he ate
Oh
a bear.
man, that would take forever.
Well,
Eating a
not if you're
Nephilim?
him.
That's probably what happened to him. That's why they don't have him anymore.
Yeah, a bunch of rich people ate him.
Same thing with all those all those animals that went extinct like 10,000 years ago, like elephants. Like that's probably why there aren't elephants anymore, because someone ate them.
That is true.
I've never
Like
seen
anything
one.
that's really big. Yeah, I've never seen an elephant.
Not in my house. Not in my yard.
I've never seen one my entire life.
I've lived in 2 different places in this country. I've never seen an elephant where I've lived.
Yeah.
I don't think they're real.
I don't think they're real. Like if they were real, we would hear them. Like we would hear the ground shaking because they would be so
based
big.
off of the movies, right? Based off of the movies, when they show them, they're giant and they're loud and they're scary. So of course I would hear it coming.
Yeah.
You can't catch me by surprise.
I think they died with the rest of the dinosaurs. They got
I
killed
agree.
by that asteroid.
Yeah,
Good
just
riddance.
exploded on them. Well, hey,
Fuck
chill.
elephants.
Come on, man.
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah,
They're too
they
big.
just stand on me and kill me. Fuck out of here.
They remember everything. They love peanuts.
Yeah, how do they
Like
remember
how many
so
peanuts
much?
would you have to eat to get nutrition as an elephant? Like 1 million.
Yeah, it's like
Plus, they're afraid of mice.
that's like us eating 1 grain of rice and being like, "This is great." Fuck that.
Plus, their penis is
Wow.
on their face. Isn't it fucked up? Their penis is on their face.
Yeah, what, Aaron?
No, I think that's fine.
It's fucked up.
Grains of rice taste pretty good.
Like I guess they can't smell it because they don't have a nose. But like, I feel like it would like maybe if you you peed and some of the pee got into your mouth. Like that would be one of the downsides of having your nose be your penis.
That's
Well,
true.
that's only if you're not careful.
When you put it like that, maybe.
Well, then, okay. So here's like, if that was the case, sure. If your image right now relies on you standing up and peeing like you normally would, like just sort of standing up straight. But
Like a
if your
boss.
penis, yeah, if your nose was your penis
Pants
too,
all the way off.
basically what you would have to do is lean your face over into the toilet bowl as if you were going to vomit. But then the piss would come out and you would get 0 into your mouth.
Yeah, it would be awesome.
For sure, you would get dribble in your mouth for sure if you were just standing there, just like hoping it goes in. But you don't want to like make a mess everywhere. So you're gonna lean over, head into the bowl.
You think this one through before? Sounds like you've.
Well, no, I mean, I'm just a practical man, Jet. What can I say?
I mean,
It
it's
just
something you
makes
have to
sense
think
me.
about. It's something
Yeah.
you have to think about, unfortunately, in the day and age
I
we live
think-
in. Like, it's possible that maybe your penis would become on your face. Maybe, like, Kamala Harris would invent some sort of trans surgery where they take your penis and put it in where your nose is supposed to be, and then
That's
you
something
pee
to
out of
think
your
about.
face.
Yeah,
Like, that could
it's-
happen any day. Or, like, Gavin Newsom.
at any moment.
You know
Yeah.
they have that shit in the works.
Yeah, getting ready to turn all of our men into penis-nosed men.
Yeah, they want to make us into penis elephants with a penis on our
Mhm.
face, and they want to put a Chinese finger trap over our
On-
nose to keep the cum
on our
from coming
nose.
out.
Yeah, when I
And
sneeze.
it doesn't even work because the end is just open.
Mm-hmm.
The end is just open. Plus,
It
if you
doesn't make any
inhale it,
sense.
then you sound like RFK Jr.
It's a lose-lose for us.
You have to keep swallowing bigger and bigger animals to try to knock it down your throat.
Yeah, to break it up in our throat.
It sucks. If he can push it down far enough, his farts will sound like his voice. Because it's going through the same membrane.
All right. Well, check out elephants. Check out.
Yeah.
What else?
That guy's going to have the power to change our bodies.
Yeah,
He can add
I
like
think
new
so.
body parts to us.
I think we're all going to become superhumans. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/ChapoFYM.
Check out RFK Jr. Check out the MAID program.
I got lunch at Hooters.
Check out.
If you're in Canada, check out the MAID program. If you listen to this
Sign up for
podcast, that qualifies.
Mothers
That's a
They just don't like
condition.
working anymore.
Driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say you have a hangover. Say you're afraid of your nose being turned into a penis. Say you don't think elephants are real.
Signing up for a hangover. Oh, Paul.
I have a hangover and I just
feel good.
I don't feel good. I think I'm coming down with something.
End it all. We love you. Bye bye.
Good night. Bye bye.
Fix my meals and go away. A man needs a maid. It's hard to make that change when life and love turn strange and cold. To give a love, you gotta live a love. To live a love, you gotta be part of. When will I see you again? While ago somewhere, I don't know when, I was watching a movie with a friend. I fell in love with the actress. She was playing a part that I could understand. A man needs a When will I see